Hey everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would pop in and do a quick life update because it's been a little while and I recently started Death Doula certification with the Conscious Dying Institute. I'm about a month in and so far it's going so well. I just love this work. I like this program. It's all happening. Okay, so first thing, why am I in Death Doula certification? So if you've watched my previous videos, I'll pop the one on my life's purpose up here, then you probably know that my ancestors have been nudging me to death work for quite some time, and I was just scoping out the programs, waiting for the right time, etc. Preparing someone for death and being with someone in their dying process is one of the three major components of my life's purpose. I cannot wait to support many people at that threshold so that they can die with dignity and respect and deep care for their wishes. And, you know, even more than that, I want people to die so well, like with so much gusto, that their loved ones after are like, shit, my mom died really well. Like, we're going for like that level of like maximum pleasure, satisfaction, feeling deeply seen, celebrated, etc. That's the kind of death experience that I want to co-create with people. I looked at a few Death Doula certifications and I was most drawn to the Conscious Dying Institute, even though I was also drawn to Alua Arthur's program and Death Doula LA's program. In the end, I went with the Conscious Dying Institute because I felt like it was the most rounded out program, and also there is some ancestral connection, which I really love and appreciate because that's a huge part of my current practice and I want to weave it into my death work practice. Okay, so how is it going so far? I'm about a month in and it's going really well. One thing straight out of the gates that I noticed that really impacted me was our first assignment was to consider contrasting views about issues related to death. Contrasting views like mourning a death openly versus grieving stoically, or life support at all costs and allowing a natural death. The patient should always determine their end of life care versus the family should have a say or determine end of life care. There are so many contentious and deep questions that are asked at the end of someone's life. And a lot of times people have big opinions about them, whether those are the loved ones of the person dying or the nurses, the doctors, etc. in the hospital. And what I loved about this assignment was not only did we have to consider the contrasting views, but then notice which one we valued more and then argue the opposite, which I love because I think it gets at the heart of death doula work, which is dismantling our own beliefs or our own opinions about death and really helping our client to see all of the choices and options available for them, allowing them space to consider, choose, and honor their wishes. Sometimes people come to death work because they're like, oh, I know what a good death is, and if people could just be more awake when they're dying by doing X, Y, and Z, There's a place for that. Like, I'm not saying that, no one is going to be inspired by that. And also, it's more powerful to give the clients the full spectrum of choices, to have them make their choice and honor their choice. And the purpose of a death doula is not to spread what we believe, but to honor and execute the wishes of our client. Another exercise that recently stuck out to me was actually in one of the live trainings, and I was paired with somebody and we had to ask each other, if you had 3 months left to live, which relationships would you focus on or repair? this question helped me to get more clear about what would happen if I died soon and my little ones were still really young. And so I chose my children because I felt so much sadness about not physically being here for so much of their lives. This is part of the letter that I began writing to them after that exercise. I love you so much. Not one day goes by that I don't think of you and wish I could hold your hand and give you a warm hug. Even though my body isn't here anymore, it is my greatest joy to support you from the other side. And just in case you forget, if you call for me and subtly tune in, you will sense me. Every day I celebrate you. I'm with you, learning and growing just like you are. I'm so proud of you for everything and nothing. My heart overflows with joy just because you exist. You are enough. My great hope for you is that you live in your present moment and enjoy all of the twists and turns in this wild dance of life. Even the uncomfortable parts are part of the dance, and no doubt I am behind the scenes supporting you, as are your ancestors, as are the powers that sustain your life. I want you to know that I'm well supported in my death. Our ancestors and my helping spirits are tending to me marvelously. Every morning that the sun rises, I embrace you, and when the day is through, I kiss your forehead each night. I have loved you. I love you. I will always love you. Some of you might also remember that I loved you, I love you, I will always love you. That is what my ancestors and Heron said to me when I first began spirit work. I'll link that video up here. And so it just felt appropriate to pay it forward to my kids when I die. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video is this feeling I've been having around death work. And there was actually a moment in time, I think, when it started becoming really clear. I was just flipping through my phone and I saw this baby picture of myself. And I had this memory of coming into this life with this purpose in mind. And I got a bit of a download that I'm going to read to you now. As I looked into the eyes of this adorable little Sasha, I saw aspects of my life that are happening now. I saw myself becoming a loving daughter, friend, wife, and mother. And then I saw someone who will bridge the living and the dead. Someone who supports people at the threshold of souls. Someone who can hold big space. My heart swelled with joy as I could feel that my Creator is with me and proud of me. It was just this dribble of a raindrop with that message when I saw that picture. Anyway, that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this life update, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.